Good afternoon from Lexington, Kentucky on the campus of Bryan Station High School. Today it is the Pikeville Panthers taking on Louisville Centurions in the 8th grade Division III state championship. Welcome to Press along with William Warfield and Aaron Tiny Rose as we get ready for what we think could be a very outstanding football game. Grade Division II champion Belfry winning for the 4th consecutive year in a thriller over South. Cal will be dressed in the all blues from head to toe. The blue helmets, blue jerseys. Pikeville, a whole lot easier to see today than they were in their semifinal game yesterday. White helmets, white jerseys, maroon pants. Today, William Warfield, you heard him cackle in the background. William, it's going to be a whole lot easier to see Pikeville's numbers.
Hey, it's actually me this time.
Oh, it's Aaron. Hey.
With William.
You all seem to throw curveballs at me. Don't let me know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about that.
That's all right.
Don't forget, you can tweet us at PrepSpin, #WGMOrtho.
We are underway. The kick goes out of bounds at about the 26-yard line, and Pikeville first.
I'd like to thank White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics for sponsoring everything with PrepSpin. Don't forget, tweet us, and we'll be sure to read your tweets on the air. And it's been an exciting morning so far, or exciting afternoon so far. Ready for another one.
Yesterday with the 16 teams who made it here to Lexington. And now we're getting ready the 32 teams, isn't it? 16.
16,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, math's never been one of my better suits.
Hey, look on your sheet there. 8 and 8.
They turn the course through the Centurions on the first play from scrimmage. That is Zimmerer, and he is stopped behind the line of scrimmage at the 33-yard line. The Panthers of Pikeville Junior High School.
Yes.
One of the few still by number 23, Caden Caudle. It'll be second down. The game actually a loss of 1 back to the 34. It'll be second down and 11. They're going to be close to the first down. It's going to be about 3 yards short.
Had a little bit of gap going up to the left-hand side there.
Is the ball carrier there. Lucas Justice on the stop for the Panthers.
You'll hear Babin saying,
Brent Babin. Babin actually for Cal yesterday's ballgame. We never got an explanation why. They give it off to the wingback this time. Cuts it up in the middle of the field. He's going to get a yard, maybe a yard and a half to the 48-yard line. He's the 44. It's actually the 43-yard line. He's the midfield stripe. It's going to be third and about 2. That's I apologize for that. By the middle linebacker for Pikeville, and I can't pick up his number from here. I believe Cal is going to punt it. Going back deep for the Panthers. They get it off the yard line, bounces down inside the 10 to about the 9. They're going to mark it right at the 10-yard line. That's where Pikeville will take over first and 10. It was actually Jackson for Pikeville.
I hear the siren again.
Oh, boy, that was who had it. That wasn't South Oldham, it was Cal, wasn't it? I was hoping. We had a very ruckus crowd here in game number 1.
Oh, wow,
And both South Oldham and Belfry, they had big crowds yesterday, but, boy, when they both got to the championship game, they missed eyes.
Yeah, absolutely. The crowd was huge for Belfry over on the other side. If you look at the bleachers, 3 sections were absolutely full. And then down in front of us, you had South Oldham fans everywhere. I mean, it felt like a high school playoff game.
Here's the first play from scrimmage for Pikeville. This is number 14 for the Panthers, Grayson Harris. And then they'll run a lot of zone read, and Harris gets out over the 25-yard line to the 20. Over the 20-yard line to the 24-yard line. Give him 15. It'll be first and 10 for Pikeville, the first initial first down for either side. 3 to play in the first quarter. We're just underway here. 8th grade, Division II state championship. Pikeville in the white, Christian Academy of Louisville in the blue. To Harris. This time Harris swallowed up after a gain of about 1 at number 72. You can also tell John Young because he sticks out almost like a sore thumb on that defensive front for the Centurion.
I'd say so. He's a very tall individual.
And he's the shorter one on that defensive line. The other guy at the defensive end, number 99, you may see him here on your video feed that we have here, Stingray Miller. And, folks, that is not his name, Stingray. I wonder what his middle name is.
I don't know. Look at that for the peck
Here's
there.
a pass intercepted and a touchdown for Christian Academy. Didn't see who picked it off. They went for that wide receiver screen, and the defender over there did not bite.
He had that
right for Cal, who picked off the pass and goes the last 20. So it's quickly Centurion 6 and the Panthers nothing with 4:45 to play in the first. Cal lines up to go for 2. The quarterback is Grant Russell, number 12. He fakes it to Zimmerer, rolls out, looking. Now he has a man pop open in the gym.
Nicely done.
Well, he had the run-pass option. The cornerback was caught in no man's land. Do I cover or do I come up and force him to throw? Got caught in between. They hit the guy in the back of the end zone. I have no idea. I couldn't see the number. 34:45 to play. A defensive touchdown on the interception return for a score by Anthony Sabatino puts the Centurions on. We'll just keep it right here since both teams are rushing back out on the field like their hair is on fire.
First game, the very first kickoff after the first score, I think it took them 15 seconds.
Yeah, this is probably going to be quicker. Back deep for Pikeville are the not the brothers, but the guys that you'll hear a lot of names called for him. Great. And Jackson Hensley, number 1. And actually, wouldn't you know it, they changed it up on me. Harris is not back there now. This one's scribbed on the ground. It goes underneath the up man in the formation there, and they're going to mark it at the 40, I think. 42. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Pikeville there. We saw for Christian Academy of Louisville, that came on the 2-point conversion. Anthony Sabatino picks off a Peyton Blair up about 20 yards for the touchdown defensively. So now the Panthers will be back out on offense.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we will have instant highlights up here today. So if you missed the play, you can actually go back and check it out. If you want to break away from the stream for a minute and go see it, you can.
Grayson Harris on the carry on the jet sweep. He gets run out of bounds. It'll be a gain about 4, maybe 5. They're going to mark it back at the 46. So gain of 4, 2nd down and 6 for the Centurions. It was number 32, Gage Guerin, who ran him out of bounds to the right corner. Well, if you think the interception is going to stop this Pikeville team from throwing the ball,
not at all.
I think they threw it 20 times yesterday. This is where he's dangerous with his legs. He gets hit, bounces off that tackler. Now it's wrapped up at about the 43, and he'll fight back to the 44. It'll be a loss of 1.
I see a
flag in there, and I think they either may get holding on Pikeville, or did somebody for Cal grab a face mask after they straightened up Blair? It's a face mask on Cal.
Now going back to that 2, who pulled that down?
That was Justin McDonald, number 34 for Cal. I was trying to find a 5-yard face mask penalty on Cal. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for Cal. Cal's coach asking for who was it on. He straightened him up, and it was the initial hit on the face mask. Somebody who came in after that. They turn, give it deep to Hensley. Now we get a holding penalty as a flag comes in as Hensley gets inside the 35. Holding on Pikeville right in the middle of the line. It came from the referee. And usually when the referee or the official's formation, the white hat's the referee, the guy behind who's got the ball in his hand right now marking off the 10-yard penalty, he is the umpire. Then you have the line judge on the far side that is in charge of the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have these here on the near side, away from the first down markers, and then the back judge is the guy all the way in the back. There's 5.
There he is.
5 officials in middle school and high school. 7, you get a field judge and a side judge added on back in Cal, and that's coming up on the defensive tackle for the who we didn't see on the defensive side of things yesterday, but on offense he wide out, and that's kind of unusual at the high school level to play him down there in the defensive line, not so much at the middle school. Off to Hensley. He weaves his way through traffic, has a first down, back into Cal territory at the 44-yard line of the Centurions. 3:22, 8-0 in favor of Cal. Cal's run officially 3 plays on the offensive side of the ball for a touchdown. And that's it. Hensley again, big hole on the left side into the 34-yard line. He's going to be close to another Pikeville first down. We'll see where it's marked.
All right.
Pikeville Middle School, who, of course, is the city school up there in Pike County. Belfry, which is in the far northeastern part, he's actually a yard short, actually 6 inches short, to be honest with you. Second down and very short. And then you got Pike Central. They turn, pitch it back to Hensley. Running left, gets a block from his fullback, which is a crusher.
Great block there.
Oh, my goodness. 24. Wow. That is Caden Caudle. He plays the middle linebacker, one of the middle linebackers on the defensive side of the ball for Pikeville, but he got a crushing that sprung.
And that was just straight pretty. Good looking out for his running back.
They turn, give it off to Harris, running right. And Harris got back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 for Pikeville. High school team wears for Cal. If the uniforms are similar or exactly alike or what. But I do know Pikeville. Mm-hmm. And, folks, there's some money running around up there. They got 3 jersey sets. They had the maroon yesterday, and then you have these white jerseys, and they have a gray set. Up all sides. So the Centurions, and that's a penalty. Boy, as a head coach, when I coached the middle school here, if it was one of my interior linemen that says no excuse for you to line up off sides, the football is right there.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it. A gain of 5 on the penalty, so it's second down and 4. They pitch it back to Hensley. Cuts inside of a block off of Caudle again. He gets down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
If it wasn't for that tackle, he had room to the end zone.
Yep, and Caudle again, the big fullback out of this pistol formation that Pikeville's running. Another good block to lead him in there. The tackle by number 7, as we mentioned before, the Braden Wilson for Cal.
Who was that on the run there? I'm sorry.
That was Hensley.
Okay.
Number 1, Jackson Hensley. They offset the eye out of the pistol formation. Hensley follows right up in the hole behind him, give him 5 down to the 4. I tell you what, if I had a fullback as big, Caden Caudle. I don't care if I'm running spread offense. If I'm running the football, I'm going right behind.
Mm-hmm. So far today, he has proven to be a big help to his running backs.
Second down and 4. Second down and goal from the 5. They gave him 4 on the carry. Peyton Boyd Blair, the quarterback, turns, gives it off to Hensley for a third time. Inside the 5, just shy of the goal line. He's just short. Third and goal. Well, they've gone. Jackson Heasley left, Jackson Heasley right, Jackson Heasley left. How about we go Jackson Hensley, and they got him all spread out. Now they got callers for this one. Thank you very much. You got me down here, Jackson. I'm going to take the score. Touchdown, Pikeville. And you know what? I can say that because when I played, I was a quarterback. Hey, big guy, you guys down here, I'm going to take the glory. Thank you very much. Touchdown, Pikeville makes it 8-6 with 6.8 seconds to play in the first quarter. And Pikeville looking to change it up. Boyd Blair rolling left. Still rolling. In trouble. Cuts inside the 5. Still digging. Takes the lead at 8-6. We're almost through quarter number 1. This one starting off about the same way the last game did. Let's see how this one fits. Almost in the books. 8-6 in favor of Cal on PrepSpin.com.
I'm Marcy Ansley, Executive Director at Lexington Hearing and Speech Center. We've grown to help children and adults with communication disorders, both hearing and speech. Traditional Bank has been part of our team since we were in the little buildings over on today if it wasn't for their support. I think what makes our banking experience unique is outstanding customer service that we get. They have become part of our team. Traditional Bank is passionate about what they do.
A nice answer from the Pikeville Panthers, Sabatino, and then the two-point conversion pass to Justin McDonald. Pikeville marches right down the field to score, but the two-point conversion, that's where we stand. 8-6 in favor of the Centurions in the red, white, and blue unis. Blue. He's a good 6'5".
Yeah.
And his name is, I'm not
You're
kidding
all
you.
about it,
I
aren't you?
asked everybody, and I guarantee if I ever get married and have a kid, I guarantee you, whatever girl, if I ever get married again, will say, there's no way we're naming your son Stingray if we have a kid. There's no way. I know my ex wouldn't. She would look at me like I had 3 heads. He'll get about 3 on the play out to the 38-yard line. And on the stop for number 40, Zach Rowe. That was the other middle linebacker I was trying to think of. We're through one quarter of play here in Lexington in the 8th grade Division III state championship game between Pikeville. It's Centurions on top, 8-6. Back with more here on PrepSpin.com.
There's something at the University of Louisville. Investment and constant progress are helping today's students and faculty unleash their potential, discover new doors, give back to others, see new worlds, and become champions. Thing they do. Now, more than ever, it's a great time to be a Louisville Cardinal.
Bryan Station High School has been the site of 2015 Kentucky Middle School State Football Championship playoffs. All day yesterday, we were here for 8 games.
Long day.
It was a long day. We got here, kicked off the first game at 8 a.m. The last game was scheduled to kick off at 6. I think we kicked it off at, what, 7?
Yeah, but we got through it quick.
Got through pretty quick, and Lord have mercy, traffic on Versailles Road was awful again on the way out. They turned, give it off on the draw play to Zimmerer, and not any room at all. 54 for in on the stop, along with number 62. Pikeville comes back next year, they'll have a numerical roster. If it takes me a minute, it's because I'll go on the quick hitch pass out into the right flat over there. Luke Leeper on the catch from Grant Russell, but Peyton Boyd Blair, the left cornerback, came up quick and tackled Leeper right where he caught. From the 40-yard line, their own 40. Formation is Zimmerer. Boy, he's awful close. That's about a 7-yard punt spot.
Not a lot of room.
Kicks it off to the right side. This is trying to avoid the first man. Does. Cuts it back upfield. Gets over the 25, over the 30, 35. Almost.
Good run there, though.
And there's Stingray Miller on the tackle for the Centurions, number 99.
You and Stingray.
Yeah, I wonder when he was younger if he took a whole lot of ribbon. How about that name?
Maybe, but
I'd do that.
he's turned out to be a pretty monstrous kid.
Now, Stingray yesterday for Cal actually got shaken up. It looked like they were looking. I don't think he was moving very well at all yesterday when the trainer was looking at him. They turn, give it off to Hensley, hitting the backfield, breaks the story at about the 49-yard line. Looks like it. Give him 13 and a first down. Pikeville, right now, this is an offense you do not see every. They'll spread it out. The old spread offense that you see now at the high school and college levels. Most middle schools like to keep it in tight with the wishbones of Pikeville.
But you got to look at it this way. This is prepping them for that next level.
And this is what their high school runs.
When they're next level, that just all the more better they'll be when
Correct.
they go against that, and there's a flag.
We get a whistle, and they're going to get a delay of game. Are you serious? That was quick.
No flag.
Timeout on the field with 6:07 to play in the first half. It's Cal 8 here on PrepSpin.com.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. All sports, pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 1972.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky. And all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. The legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Welcome back to Lexington, Kentucky. Second quarter, back to action. There's the give off to, I believe that's Harris. Yep, that's Gary. He got stopped right at the line of scrimmage by the middle of that Cal defensive front. So to bring up second down and 10 for the Pikeville Panthers.
Yes.
I tell you what, I hate my phone sometimes. I'm sitting here trying to look up something. And wouldn't you know it, I get always, they turn and fake it this time and give it off on a jet sweep to Hensley. Drop for a loss back at the 44-yard line. That's a loss of 6. It'll be 3rd and 16 coming. On the tackle was Harrison Zimmerer for Cal. Yeah, Chris McNamee is the head coach at Pikeville, so he is going to reap a really good athletic group. It'll be freshmen next fall. Caught! Man alive, Hensley went up between 2 Cal defenders, and Peyton Boyd Blair never saw it. It was leveled by Young, and a big pass play, and Hensley went up and made a great catch between 2 defenders.
College level catch right there.
1st and 10 for Pikeville from the Cal 32-yard line. That play covered 2 yards, I think.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Unbelievable catch. I tell you, we saw a good one last year, though, didn't we, William? What did we get? I heard a whistle, but I see no flag.
Official timeout.
Well, the back judge power walking up, and we're going to get a sideline warning, I believe. Just a warning, not a sideline warning. This is a warning on the Cal coaching staff. Somebody barking from the sidelines for Cal. And the back judge, who's out there where he can hear everything, pointed to the sideline and said, that's enough. Turn, give it off to, I believe this is Harris again. Nope, that's Hensley, who made the great catch a moment ago. Up inside the 30.
And I'll tell you this, just on that pass, going back and looking at it, was hit as he threw it. And to have that composure with somebody in your face was absolutely amazing.
He's in trouble, dropped at the 34. A loss of 5. It'll be 3rd. Pikeville. Looking, I says Chris McNamee is the head coach at Pikeville High School. 8-2 are the group of athletic group coming up here for next year. There are only 2 losses, a 1-point loss to Paintsville. Unfortunately, they're county rivals, except for Paintsville. Near 20, maybe. Looks like he got the first down at the 21. Brody Birchfield the catch for Pikeville on that wide receiver screen.
Good vision there by Brody to read the defense.
Gain 1st and 10 for Pikeville. At the Cal, Cal 21. They'll spread it out. They'll throw his thing around. They fake it to, nope, they give it to Harris. Cuts inside. Nice job. Outside linebacker. As Cal stayed at home, looked like number 27. Actually, we give credit to Anthony Sabatino. Also there to help out on the stop was Jake Taylor, the middle linebacker, number 27. Rolling here in the first half. Pikeville trailing Cal 8-6, but on the move at the Cal 21. That was no gain for Gary. Twins both ways, running back to the right of Boyd Blair. Nice job, and I think that is
52.
Austin Coleman on the stop from his defensive end spot. He stayed at home, and the back, that was Caden Cobble, ran right by him. And Colt Blair for 5. It'll be 3rd and 15 now for Pikeville. We'll keep it right here. Now, Pikeville, of course, is Class A, so they have a home game next week in the playoffs against Lincamp. And I'll look up Cal.
It wasn't picking up
Christian Academy of Louisville, of course, the head coach, Stephon Louisville, quarterback. They are also 8-2 after a victory last week over Franklin County, 27 to the first round playoff game against Metcalfe County, the Hornets. In the 2A area, and I tell you what, 2A is loaded, folks. Aaron, I don't know if you follow the high school football rankings and stuff. A class, you have longtime rivals in the 2A class, and here's this could happen too this year. 9-1. Everybody remembers those games played between Sam Harp and Sam Harp's Admiral Class A finals for several years. They can match up again. Here is Peyton Boyd Blair. He ever hit the ground as John Young came through and made a play on Boyd Blair, who gets up slowly. But I don't agree with the when Young came in, he took him and slung him. Well, Boyd Blair put the ball down, and I don't ever know if his knee hit the ground or not.
Yeah.
It never did. It'll be 4th and about 25 now. And 23.
Sorry about our scoreboard issue, folks.
Boyd Blair in trouble again. Young coming after him, and they get him at the midfield stripe. Pikeville all of a sudden trying to throw the football down the field. And I understand that is your game with the spread offense, but
could not tell you.
Of course, now I don't want to offend anybody out. Sales, the defending champion at 2A, also in AA. Christian Academy had 8-2 as well, a really good ball club. A team that is Catholic to watch in 2A. So that's a 2A look. So we're 1st and 10.
What you do. Way to go, traditional.
Second down and 9 coming up for Christian Academy of Louisville. Carry by Zimmerer, who should have really been stopped for a loss of 5. Back to throw is the quarterback, Russell Draw. And he got back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 3rd and 9, timeout, Cal. 44.1 to play in the first half, 8-6. They've not moved the ball offensively other than a couple of plays here or there, Aaron, and they're touching the side of the ball on an interception return by Anthony Sabatino.
Well, you can't say anything more than right now. The keeping when Pikeville was starting to threaten there, you had that string of loss after loss, absolutely huge for Cal. Now it's their turn to see what they can do on offense, and right now Pikeville standing.
3rd and 9. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Really is a struggle.
Russell back to throw. And simply it's going to be illegal. The ball was thrown past the line of scrimmage. And then Russell throwing the ball inside the 50 on the, as we look at it here from the press box, inside the 50, he would have been okay. with the guy going downfield. But the ball went past the line of scrimmage as the receiver caught the ball at about the of Pikeville. So it was only a yard downfield for the receiver, but lineman, because the ball was thrown across the line of scrimmage. And it happened right in front of the umpire, and there wasn't anybody. And for once, there was no. I can't believe this. 4th and 9, and Zimmer looks like he will punt it away.
23 seconds and counting.
Hensley back deep to get this. It's going to hit the 16 on a big hop at the 8 to Hensley. He angles off to the right side, weaving his way through traffic, has an out. Inside the 45 to the 44 of Cal. No flag, so the play will stand with 6.5.
Great punt return there.
But I didn't see the punter back there. And I was wondering why he was, then I saw the punter appear. So Zimmer did a nice job of holding ground and slowing up Hensley.
He took that just about 40 yards there.
One receiver to the left side. 4 in a single file line here to the near side. In and out of traffic he goes. Turning. All he sees is blue jerseys. Giving ground, and dropped to the 41. And Boyd Blair, I think, is shaken up. John Young again on the sack for the Centurion. Break in a good one. It's Cal. The defensive touchdown and 2-point conversion leading over back with halftime here on PrepSpin.com.
What if you could do all your banking without ever having to run to your bank in the country? It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. With traditional banks, online and mobile banking, it couldn't be more simple. My life moves pretty fast.
Traditional bank. There's something at the University of Louisville. Investment and constant progress are helping today's students and faculty unleash their potential. Open more doors. Give back to others. See new worlds. And become in everything they do. Now, more than ever, it's a great time to be a Louisville Cardinal.
Back to Bryan Station High School here in Lexington on still what is somewhat of an overcast day here, with no rain in the forecast. Degrees here before we're done this afternoon.
I don't think
we've
it's
had a
gonna
good
get
one.
there.
Well, so far, I don't know what William was looking at a while ago. Where? But anyway, we're at halftime of the 8th grade Division II, Christian Academy of Louisville. And the Pikeville Panthers and the Centurions on top here at halftime by a 6. The scoring came via an interception return for a touchdown by Anthony Sabatino. And then quarterback Grant Russell zone for the 2-point conversion. That's the difference of the game. Pikeville's touchdown came from Peyton Boyd Blair. Back sneak to tie it, or to put Pikeville on the board. And then a nice defensive play on the 2-point conversion stopped Pike at the halftime break. Do we have the stats there, Johnny?
Yeah, got them right here for you.
Okay. Not a lot of offense for my 23 carries, 29 yards for Pikeville. 7 carries, 11 yards for Cal. Total offense plays for Pikeville for 65 yards. Cal had 9 plays for 15 total yards in the first half. Pikeville had 7 first downs. Passing 2 of 3 for Pikeville for 36 yards, the 1 interception. We have 3 punts in the game for a 41.7 yard average for Cal. Pikeville 3 for 15 against Cal. Pikeville in total control of, and shows you the scoreboard, 11 minutes, 34 seconds in the first half for Pikeville to 4 minutes, 26 seconds for third down conversions. The first half 0 of 3 for Cal, 3 of 4 for Pikeville. Pikeville 0 of 1 on red zone chances. Of course, Cal hadn't gotten there. Their score came on defensive side of things. 1 of 2 for Pikeville in the first half on this. 2 carries for 12 yards for Sabatino for Cal. 1 for none for Russell. 3 carries for on the year in Harrison Zimmerer. Russell 2 of 2 for 4 yards. 1.7 yard average. Defensively for Cal, Braden Wilson leads in tackles and a half. Young picked up 3 sacks, or 3 tackles for a loss in that first half, all on the sack side. For Pikeville in the first half, 10 carries for 58 yards for Jackson Hensley, 6 for 20 for Grayson Harrison. For Pikeville. Through the air, 2 for 3 for Boyd Blair for 36 yards. He was sacked 3. Lucas Justice with 2 tackles, 1.5 tackles for Boyd Blair. Tackle defensively is taking me back to my days of high school.
My gosh, what are they playing here?
The Macarena. I'm going, what is it?
4th grade.
4th grade.
Yeah.
Jeez. Bill just coming up out of his halftime nap.
I think he enjoyed the nap here.
Yeah, it was a power nap. Anthony Sabatino from Cal picked off a Boyd Blair pass at the guy who caught the 2-point conversion. We forgive us for misrepresenting that. The number Grant Russell. It was 8-0 Cal. Then with 6 seconds left in the first quarter play, Pikeville, Boyd Blair, 1-yard run after down to the goal line. Boyd Blair called his number on a 1-yard quarterback sneak. 11-play, 58-yard drive that ate up 4 minutes. The 2-point conversion by Blair was failed, and it was 8-6 Cal, and that's where we stand as the second quarter went totally scoreless.
That was Leaper. Well, I'm going to get that.
Luke Leaper. We need to change that.
Yeah, I'm going to get that fixed.
Well, we misread the number, and Cal's numbers are a little bit easier. We ran into last night on a couple of teams, but they are still tough to see.
Here's looking at you, Meade County.
Yep. Thank you. Today was a Division II 8th grade state championship game, Belfry, and a nail-biter. We thought it was going to be our Belfry wins 14-8 for their 4th straight state championship, but we thought that would be tight, and it was. South Oldham actually ball game came up short on a 4th and about 13 run by their running back Keaton Martin, and Belfry
maybe had a chance to break 1 or 2 more tackles.
Yeah.
He would have taken it to the house. Not only gotten the first down, he would have taken it to the house.
Yep, and the guy that we actually identified, the player we actually identified who made the tackle in the open field, a far piece from us on the front, and it turned out to be just that. Belfry 14-8 over South Oldham. This one's shaping up to be a good one, too, through 16. Lexington 3, state championship for the 8th grade. It is Cal on top of Pikeville at halftime, 8-6. We'll be back with a after this time and message on PrepSpin.com.
Kentucky is more than just its name, and so are we. You might not know us, but you've seen us. Farmer growing his business to the parents growing their family. We're not confined to a campus or a city. You might not know our name, but we're ready to learn yours. University of Kentucky Federal Credit Union. Banking only better.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is the American way of life. No matter where we serve, we take a for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud.
Welcome back to Bryan Station High School against Pikeville. Christian Academy leads it 8-6 over the Panthers of Pikeville. And back to Jackson Hensley and Graham Harris. This one comes to Birchfield, though, up around the 35. For lack of a better term, horse collar. They went in the horse collar tackle. They got tackled up around the shoulders and dropped. After a return of a yard.
Let's see what Pikeville can do here.
They've moved the ball. Their biggest issue has been they've run the ball. Trying to throw it, yeah.
What's getting shut down.
So the Panthers 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. They send receivers to both sides. They send 2 to the right, 1 here to the near side. They turn, give it off to Hensley. He's grabbed around the ankle, and down around the ankle of Hensley, and they get it out to the 37, 38-yard line. Gain of 3. It'll be second. We've got 2 more after this one. The 17 in Northern Pulaski. After this one around 4 o'clock. And then the nightcap. It'll be Bowling Green against Johnson County. I've watched that one at 6 o'clock.
That one's going to be a shootout.
That one's going to be good. Again, it's Harris this time, I believe, over the 40 to the 41. It'll be 3rd and 4 now for Pikeville, who's now gotten back to the running game, Aaron.
Time that adjustment will be made to maybe stick with the running game here because Cal has been shutting it down. We got him to jump.
The left guard for Pikeville decided to move, but hadn't moved. It'll be a 5-yard illegal procedure penalty on the Panthers. It'll be now 3rd and 8 for Pikeville. Here, the quarterback. Actually, it doesn't look like the quarterback is Peyton Boyd Blair anymore. It's not. No. It's Harris. They give it on, or Harris keeps it, bangs over the 40 to about the 40. We'll say
he was
the
down.
ground calls the fumble. He was already down, so it'll be 4th and about 3 now. He got the 5 back. Actually got 6, so it'll be 4th and 2. So 4th and 3. Harris, right side, going to be stopped short. But the official's coming in. Boy, it's going to be close. I think he needed the 45, but I think they're giving the 40 either. Boy, it's close. The official going to take a look at it, a long, hard look.
No.
This officiating crew taking forever, and they're going to call timeout and measure for it. It's going to be close. I thought he needed to get right. He got stopped a little bit short. I don't know what he's looking at because the chain right there sitting right on the 45.
If they go by the chain, then he's not there.
Well, with an election year and in 2 days, in full force.
I thought you said you were done talking politics.
Well, I am, but this officiating crew is acting. It is short by about a half a length of a football.
I was going to say that they weren't. I mean, I get it. It is the championship game.
Correct.
But it just didn't look like it from here.
Well, it looked like the chain, the marker was sitting right on the 45. The ball was short of the 45.
Right.
But I think they were just walked to the sticks. They didn't. They turned, give it off to Zimmerer on the dive play. He'll bang it down to about the 43. We'll give him left in the 3rd. Cal with a 2-point advantage over Pikeville. 8-6. All the scoring came in the first quarter. You know, people, I just got a tweet or a text from my buddy down in Texas. He was saying, well, you keep saying Pikeville's running the ball successfully. 53 yards of sack loss from the quarterback will give you 4 number. Zimmerer on the carry again for Cal. He gets it down inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be 3rd and a long 4 to 5, but we're giving 3rd and 4.
We just got an awesome tweet where due to their husband being disabled, but thanks to PrepSpin, it's now possible, and we definitely appreciate that.
Reached the first down marker, the 35. He's going to be about a yard short. Nice open field tackle by number 14, Grayson Harris. And that was actually Anthony Sabatino. And these jerseys, even though the numbers are big for Cal, 20 and the 3 on the jerseys look a little bit too close for comfort.
Oh, you can get him.
I don't know where he went now.
Got flies all over.
Russell. He was goosing the center so many. I don't think Young felt it. You could tell his shoulders were moving. He was. And I say goosing. That's what you call pressure. They're going to give him the 35. Wow. I think he got that far. A nice spot for Cal. Gives him the first down. I didn't think he made the 35. I thought he got stopped a little short. Fans turns around to one of his buddies behind him and goes, "We got a break. That's a bad spot." Boy, they gave him inside the 35.
Yeah.
Wow. They give it back to Zimmerer, running left side, straightened up, gets inside line.
Zimmerer just stretching out there.
Yep.
Doing everything to get.
Pikeville. Gave him 5, second and 5.
Cal running the clock here.
And they're going to keep pounding it with Zimmerer.
Yeah.
And Babin and a couple of those guys, they can run the ball. But Zimmerer is their horse. He will carry it a ton of times if they need to. Zimmerer gets inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. It's going to be a couple of yards short. It'll be 3rd and 2. Actually, gave him just 28. So we're going to go 3rd down, and about 3.5. Yeah, almost at the end of the 3rd quarter here, but this one is close. Pikeville has been their worst enemy here in this ball. A couple of real critical penalties, and then on top of that, some sack yards they gave up. Russell turns, gives it off to the fullback Babin, and nothing.
Caught.
Or is that That's Sabatino. And he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Well, actually, we give him a yard loss back 28.5-yard line. So he's now a good full, almost 4 yards from a first down for Cal. 2:27. And Cal, they send Sabatino in motion, and boy, they took an awful long time, and that's on coordinator. Late call, and boy, he's always seconds in the NFL or not got a 45-second play clock or not. But it's now 4th and about 8. 5-second play clock.
And and obviously we don't have the clock to visualize that here.
Right.
So that part is kept on the field.
But I mean, they took a long time getting the play in, and a long time getting out of the huddle.
That they did.
So it's 4th and almost 9. Russell back to throw, looking. Yeah, might have gotten tipped to the line, but it went off the fingertips. Harrison Zimmer.
I'm going to go back and.
Yeah, maybe go back and see if he got tipped, but nonetheless, it's turnover on downs for Cal, and they killed the Centurions there.
Yeah, that got tipped.
Okay. Did you see who tipped it for Pikeville? Kelly Scott. They turn, give it off to the running back. I believe this is Harris.
I think it was number 12 there that got a hand on it.
That was Birchfield in. Actually, the ball carrier just now was Hensley. He got 4 up over the 35-yard line to the 36. Actually got 3.
And a 19 here.
They go split backs this time. They give it off again to Hensley. He gets just shy of the 40 to the 39. It'll be 3rd down and about 4 for Pikeville. Coleman on the tackle for Cal.
Big play coming up here.
3rd and less than 4. Just a little under center. Give it to Cottle, the big fullback. And he rumbles up over the 40 to about the 43. He needs closer to the 44. Actually, needs closer to the 43. Got over the 42. Very close to a first down, and I think they're going to give it to him as they spotted it. Actually, the official going to walk over here and take it. And again, he's taking a long look at it. Why don't you bring the chains in? I said that in a high school game the other night, and somebody asked me who it was. I said, well, I don't think you were seeing anybody. Who's your dinner date with? Me. I was hungry. I was ready to get out of there. I tell you, this year more than anything, I've seen we've had every official on the field at times getting together and sitting and trying to decide, sort out. And,
I think we had one of those a couple weeks ago when we were at LCA.
Yeah, we did. But we had a long one. That took, 20 minutes?
Yeah.
To straighten out, something like that? first down, he's going to be about a chain length, and I mean a chain length from a first down. So it'll be 4th and short. You have, number one, you're at 36 seconds to play in the third quarter. Do you go for it? I think you have to. Now the question is, what play call? There's been up under center this entire quarter. Or do you turn and give it to Hensley or to your fullback, Caudle? Well, it looks like they're going too wide to either side. Caudle right behind him. And you might have heard somebody at the top of us holler quarterback sneak. That's the obvious question. And they do. Boyd Blair goes to the right, and I'm not sure he got it.
I think he got shut down.
But it looks like second effort got him the first down. Let's see.
Well,
first down. Yep. And him reaching out with the left hand with that ball. Now, Cal has to remember Boyd Blair is a left-handed quarterback.
25 seconds and counting here for the third.
Well, Pikeville's going to take their time because they're pitching back, coming left. Hensley. Cal out there defensively. Hensley runs right into the traffic.
Think about
Jake Taylor, number 27, at the bottom of that pile.
That's going to do it here.
Defensive line spot, and we're through 3 quarters of play. Nobody has scored since the first quarter of play. 6, back with the fourth quarter here in Lexington on PrepSpin.com.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up in all sports. Pick it up in all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter, locally owned and operated since 19.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky. And all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
Second down and 8 for Pikeville at their own 45. They trail 8-6, and I think Cal jumped off sides again. And it looks like number 25, Andrew Blanford, was the guy here on the left defensive side of the line. Second down now and 3 after the 5-yard penalty on Cal. And both these teams have been penalized quite a bit. 8-6. This is the second state championship game of 4 that we're bringing you here on PrepSpin. The next game, a championship game, it'll be between Bowling Green and Northern Pulaski.
Bowling Green's going to have this place full because
they have their 8th grade team waiting in the wings about 6 o'clock with the Division 2. Or Division 1. Yeah, Division 1. 8. And as good as these 2 games that we've had so far have been, Aaron, the third game could prove to be very good. But they have a dinner plan sometime. Go early.
And come out
and come back and watch, or come here and watch, because it'll be fun. Boyd Blair pitches back to Hensley, sweeping right. Caudle out in front of him. He gets over the midfield stripe. He's going to be about a yard, maybe a yard and a half short. And Pikeville now going wide with the running game, Aaron, but I don't understand why line up front between the tackles and move the football that way early on. Now I don't get it.
I don't see the reason for the adjustment so far. You know, they've been getting the numbers with the up the middle runs, but I think he got it.
And on 3rd and 2, I think he got to the 46-yard line of Cal. I think that's good enough for a Pikeville first down, and it is. I don't know who's going to be the visiting team on these next 2, but I say whichever side they're on, that set of bleachers is going to be full. Harris running left, giving ground. Cuts it up and gets right back to the line of scrimmage. May have eked out a yard. My goodness, he gave 10 yards.
He was drifting just to get back to the line of scrimmage there.
Kind of looked like when my friends described it, I got a concussion one time. They just said I kind of drifted away. I mean, I had no clue. I heard voices talking, had no clue where they were in the opposite direction where everybody was. And that kind of looked like Harrison was doing there. Who knows why teenagers do what they do, right? Tipped.
Ball still alive.
I don't think that's off of a Pikeville player. That was a tip pass by a defender, which makes it an incomplete pass. I don't get that. I don't agree with that call. The head man, the white hat, signal tip ball. That's
right. If it's tip ball, we go back to where we were.
And incomplete and goes third and long. But that was not a complete pass in the Pikeville sideline.
And I think they're running it back like they should.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, he made the signal like it was makes an incomplete pass.
I'm running it back here. I want to try to take.
Yeah, let's take a look at this as we can here. That's the run before.
Yeah, that's the run before here.
I got to get over here where I can see there's a glare there for.
Yeah, I know. Even I got a glare.
Blocking the tipped, and he made the signal like it was tipped. That's not a lateral. Here though, the throw that's from a defense. That's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was.
That's an incomplete pass. Call if it goes in favor of Cal. And I'm not cheering for either one, but that's a bad call because the white hat signal tip of a receiver, that's just an incomplete pass.
Yeah.
Well, we're not talking about the penalty. We're pass. I don't agree with that. And the Pikeville sideline, with all due respect, they said it was going to be a lateral. I don't think it was a lateral. The pass was going forward. That's a horrible call.
Wow.
That is a bad call. Human element into it, and Pikeville's defensive front's talking with the two other officials. That should be an incomplete pass. And that was not a lateral by any stretch of the imagination. Now, give Cal credit for defensively just going in and pick up, make a call. Now, the only explanation I can get by watching the two officials, the near side official and the white hat talk, was they said his arm never came forward. I don't know. But it looked like the ball got out of his hand, didn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. They'll give off to Zimmerer. Second down and 10, or second down and 7. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, his hand.
Cal gets a score here. If they're stopped on the 2-point conversion, Pikeville's still in the ball game. Russell turns, gives it off to Zimmerer on the counter play. Running laterally to the line of scrimmage, and he's dropped in the backfield. Hensley with a tackle. The linebacker coming up. Actually, that's not Caudill. Who is that? That's 52 for Pikeville. And, of course, I don't have him on the roster. 52. Although I may have him in one of my folders here. Kevin King running right, gets a cut up the middle, and he got a great block on the outside. And the block, it looks like number 53, Yeager Carter, I think, is who got that block that got him around the corner on the pull. Almost got in. King made a nice read of the block and cut it inside of that. Timeout Cal, as Cal's going to call timeout. Drive for Cal started, and I still think it's a controversial decision by the official. That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That's a.
I was watching the white hat and here the near side official. He said it was tipped. The white hat signal with his hands like the ball had been tipped. Well, then when I see him before Cal starts their possession, it was like he said the ball was thrown backward. It was not thrown back. Complete pass. But it's just, it's one of those calls where magnitude is tough.
Yeah.
And now Cal on 4. So Pikeville down, defensive stop. They've got a ball game here to play with 5:09 to play. They're still in it.
Absolutely. It's not over yet by any means.
But they have to keep on the touchdown, but out of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So Cal, fourth and down. They can get a first down at the 3? Yeah.
Yep.
Russell pitches back. They throw it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal.
Nice catch there.
To 6 now. Now here's the big defensive stop for Pikeville. You still have plenty of time with 5:04 to get a stop here on the 2-point conversion. Now that gives you an opportunity to score and get a 2, but you got to get a stop here. If not, you need 2 scores.
In 5 minutes.
Right, and it can be done right here. This is the ball game really for Pikeville because 2 scores in 5 minutes, a little tougher at the middle school level, maybe at the high school level. They go shotgun for the first time today. Does Cal. Russell rolls left, sets, throws.
Paid off.
16-6 now, Cal. They take advantage of the turnover. 4 to play. It's Cal 16 and Pikeville 6. A lot of time left.
What if you could do all your banking without ever having to run to your bank? What if you could do stadium or city in the country? It doesn't matter who you are or what you do. With traditional banks, online and mobile banking, it couldn't be more simple. My life moves pretty fast. For best, at home or away. Way to go, Traditional Bank. You scored again. Traditional Bank's online and mobile banking. At home.
Traditional Bank.
Back to action as Pikeville will receive the kickoff. You have here to the near side Hensley, to the far side for Cal. Or excuse me, for Pikeville is number 2. I believe that's Pugh. Hensley, and that's where it'll be dropped. Number 27, Jake Taylor. 25 for Cal. Andrew Blanford on the stop for the Centurions. Now Pikeville has to play here in the game. They trail by 10. It's doable, but you got to score and then either onside kick it or get a defensive stop. 3 timeouts left to Pikeville. 3 to the right. I mean the left side. They throw out there to Harris to get a block, but not 4 outside. And for the Centurions, nice job by the cornerback to weed his way through the blockers out there and make the tackle. Minimal gain of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Boyd Blake has a man open, and now it's intercepted by Cal. That's what you couldn't afford. On the interception. And all his teammates congratulate him, so I can't pick up his number. Number 30, Jacob Sutherland. Nice defensive play. And Blair threw into double coverage.
Wasn't Sutherland the one?
It could have been him then, yeah.
Yeah.
Since he was out there at the right corner.
Making plays on both sides of the ball.
2 nice defensive plays by Jacob Sutherland. It's 1st and they give it off to the left side here, dropped in the backfield for a yard, maybe 2, lost by Hensley. Now Cal with 2 offensive touchdowns today, but none on the offensive side of the ball, except for the last one. Really a short field to work with. They had it back right at the end zone. They moved it back, and Cal able to take advantage of that one. The other one, a defensive touchdown way back in the first quarter on an interception return by Anthony. Their offense, if numbers, are not going to be impressive at all. But they've taken advantage of a couple of short fields, and actually right now they need a 1st down and to run some clock. Pikeville took the timeout, so they're down to 2 timeouts. Now this could be very interesting if Pikeville gets a stop here and can score. Down 12. Russell pitches right. Stops, cuts it back in, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, or actually not the original line of scrimmage, we get to the line of scrimmage at the midfield stripe. So it'll be 3rd. Timeout again, Pikeville. So 4:05 to play in the ball game. Pikeville uses timeout number
4:05 left.
Yep. Now, if you're, say, conservative to run some clock, make Pikeville use that last timeout. And then if you're Pikeville, you got to score quickly. And if I'm Cal, I just stay with Zimmer or one of his running backs and keep the ball in back way and make Pikeville drive a good distance. Zimmer, oh my goodness, they're going to try a halfback pass. Woo. Zimmer somehow gets away from two Pikeville players, but gets stopped at the 47. Yeah. Somehow, some way, he got. And the Cal coach is thinking out to throw the halfback pass.
That's all the timeouts for.
To get a score without any timeouts and then get the ball back. And really, even if they a positive one, if they get to even 16-12, they still have a chance to win the ball game. But
and time is definitely a factor.
Not on their side, that's for sure. And you may have heard a gasp. I think that was some of the lowest when Zimmer pulled up to throw a pass.
Yeah, maybe.
And then he looked back across the map, and if you throw a ball back across the middle of the field when you're sweeping one way, and neither one of them are good.
Right.
Incomplete pass to stop interception return for a touchdown. Zimmer in punt formation, and he gets it out of there. Kicks it to the right side. It'll hit at the 20. The Cal side of things with a nice down on the punt, and I believe that's King, number 11, yard line for the Centurions. So 1st and 10, Pikeville. 3:47 to play in this one. They trail by 10. Now, I will clarify myself a moment ago. I'm just saying Cal's done enough offensively to win the ballgame. Just enough.
Yep.
You know, it was a shortstop that played for the Angels and the Padres, David Eckstein.
Mm-hmm.
Is enough arm to get a runner out at first.
Deep in the hole. Here.
Boyd Blair throwing deep. It's off the hands of the defender. Looking for Birchfield. And that looked like number 39, Philip Fetter, for the defensive breakup there, but I thought it was 39, not 99. I mean, instead of 25. 2nd down, 10, 3:42 to play. Boyd Blair back to throw. He's looking.
Almost picked again.
Looking for Seth Pugh. The ball knocked away by Pugh as Pugh turned into a defender there. Cal has given a lot of ground to the defensive secondary, Aaron. If you look at the cornerbacks why not hit something short and let your guy try to make a play for you?
If you're going to throw the ball short, obviously the secondary is well occupied right now. You're right, throwing the ball short, but as right there.
Has Hensley at the 45, 40, 20, 35, 30, 25, 20, and drop. Reception from Boyd Blair, and Jake Taylor saves the touchdown. 3:26 to play. They're hollering down, start the timer. You can't start the timer till the box gets down there. 7. Were we right when the clock started?
Mm-hmm.
21 seconds went off the clock. I don't know what Cal's wanting this clock to be honest with you. Blair up the middle. He has a man open. Birchfield intercepted. No.
Touchdown.
And then Hensley how in the world did that get through there?
I don't know.
Run that back.
I will.
Oh, my goodness. How did that front actually intercepted it?
Hang on, let me get this Hensley highlight.
Wow. Get through there. That we cannot figure out how that got through there.
Give me just a second here. We'll go run it back here.
I absolutely thought that was intercepted or at least knocked away. How did that get through there?
All right, let's go back and look at it.
I'm getting old here, brother. How did that get through there? We're going to tell you here. It was actually deflected by the defender into the arms of Hensley.
All right,
Okay, here's Pikeville rushing to the line. They're setting. Now the receiver will come from the top of your screen. There's Hensley. Actually got tipped by the defender, and Hensley, nice concentration. Wow, I never saw the ball go past the defender. I thought it got knocked away or he intercepted it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great play.
And Pikeville scores quickly. 3:20 to play in this one. They are out of timeout, so they've got to go for the onside. And the Centurions are set up in a regular kick return. The 43-yard line by, is that Zimmerer? That is. Harrison Zimmerer on the field. And Pugh got the nice hop there. Unbelievable on that last series. I even saw it with my own two eyes there on the defender.
Absolutely amazing catch.
Really good concentration.
I didn't see it myself.
3:18 to play. They give it off to Zimmerer. First down yardage he's looking for. He's got it at the Pikeville 4. Big hole on the left side of that offensive line for Cal. Daniel Smith along with Henry Federer. Both with nice blocks, the left guard and left tackle for Cal. Shot into Zimmerer. Thrown for a loss in the backfield. He still won't go down,
Wow.
and it's going to be a big loss, but they're going to give him forward progress to the 47. Jason Mullins on the stop for Pikeville. Cottle looks like he's a little shaken up. Coming out. And you don't see too many times a linebacker with a number 70 in for Cottle. The last one I remember playing with the number 70 anything at linebacker was a guy by the name of Bill Mecklenburger. Denver brought show my age, aren't I? Here's Zimmerer again, right to the midfield stripe, stopped.
Uh-oh, time is becoming a factor
Well,
now.
we're down to about 2 minutes to go in this one, but play and punt it away. You can't afford, if you're Cal, to go for it on fourth down.
And not give them, you can't
Right.
give them this short of a field.
If you 16-12, Cal on top. A minute 45 to play if you're can. They turn. They're going to what you can have. Oh, nope, he didn't get out of bounds. He didn't knock him out of bounds.
Still in.
A stop at the midfield stripe. A minute 25. If you're Cal, you take a delay of game penalty right here at least. Take a 5-yard penalty. Because that way you're running 25 more seconds off the clock.
Right.
And if you do that, you're under a minute. So then Pikeville's in real trouble. Actually, they're going to take a timeout here. I don't understand this. Take a penalty. Don't start after the penalty.
Yeah, you're right.
58 seconds to the clock running. They're going to call timeout. I would do.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I said I take a delay of game.
There you go.
Instead of the timeout. 54.4 to play in this one. If you're Pikeville, now what do you do, Aaron? Do you go for the block? Do you let Hensley set up and try to bring it back for you?
You know, if it were me, I'd probably take it.
Yeah, I wouldn't take a chance on roughing the kicker.
Yeah, I mean, going for the block would be great, but just think if you're out of control, you take that kicker out, boom. So, yeah, I would go with Hensley. Just let him try to set it up and see what he can make plays, and you've seen this all throughout the tournament.
Yeah, he made one yesterday that was I still don't know how he got through this crease. But he made a run yesterday that they needed a first down. He got it. Floodgates open offensively for Pikeville.
Let's see what happens here.
Well, if you're Zimmer, I'm kicking it away. Place I can kick. I don't care if you're the count coach. I think you got to kick this one in the stands, and that's what you do. Perfect.
Yep.
Well, actually, not perfect down the field.
Yeah, they're marking him out at 31.
The 31. Yeah. Now it's good for middle school football. The problem is Pikeville, yesterday, to win their semifinal game last week. Today it actually took a pass to set up a couple of things. So 31-yard line is where they mark it. So 69 yards away from a possible state championship for Pikeville. 48 seconds away from a state championship for Cal. Boyd Blair back to pass, steps up in the pocket, now in trouble, being chased by Young out to the left. Lost it out of bounds,
Okay.
but who was that chased him down on the far side? Is that Zimmerer?
I think so, and I see
a
a flag.
He was trying to get to the sideline, and when he got grabbed, the ball just flew out of his hand. No grounding or not.
It looked like he had a shovel pass motion, though.
But again, that's not. I don't think it's a high school rule outside the box. Is it outside
I'm not sure.
I don't think there's a 15. They are going to call intentional grounding.
Wow.
So it's going to be marked off from the 35-yard line. It was knocked out of bounds. It's going to go back to the 30-yard line. It will be a 5-yard penalty. It threw it from the 25.
Yeah, they're marking them off at the 26.
Now, if I'm Cal, I rush 3 and drop 8. Blair, Birchfield to the 20, but Birchfield's dropped. All of a sudden, the pass rush from Cal is 11 seconds to go and no time. Let's see. That's it.
Yep.
That's what we just said. Job against the passing game. They weren't getting any rush, but their DBs were doing a nice job. Now, all of a sudden, they're getting a pass. Maybe. Personal foul. State champ. For the division, or for the 7th grade state championship.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Some of the best football I've seen in all year. It's been amazing.
Well, I didn't see who for Pikeville. Do you have him on the I don't have him on the roster. He was the quarterback. They had Lloyd Blair out as a wingback, brought him around. They faked it to pass pretty much up for grabs. His man Pugh ran underneath of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he was looking for somebody to lateral to, but no mercy.
Right.
And then Cal responded and rallied to the football to stop any further advancement from Pikeville. The final, Christian Academy of Louisville, 16. Pikeville, 12. They are now your 8th grade Division III state champion over Pikeville. That's a good one. Tune out of this one. Find our link for the 7th grade championship. Bowling Green, Northern Pulaski coming up.
Trophy presentations down low here.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for both teams for their participation in today's competition.